Welcome back to the sewing room. Something caught my chair here. It won't move. I'm glad y'all are here. We're going to do a kind of a quick little project right now. I've got this. This is a tabletop ironing board. It's got these little feet on it here. And I've had this thing for I don't even know how many years I've had this little tabletop ironing board. But it's great if you're doing small projects and you're not doing something that you need a great big ironing board or a great big space for. I've used it for many, many years. And it needs a makeover. It kind of looks sad. There's no padding left to it. It's all been crushed down. There's nothing left. It's like ironing on a, can y'all hear it? It's like ironing on just on a board. So we're going to give her a quick makeover. No sew project. No sewing involved in this one. Although we could sew, but we're not going to sew. As you see what I've got here, it's just a piece of particle board. That's all it is, just a piece of particle board. And it's got a little bit of foam here on this cover that's on it. So I'm gonna leave that on there. It won't hurt anything. It's not helping, but it won't hurt anything. Okay. And I've got this pretty fabric here. This is a Lori Holt print. Let's see if it gives me the name of it. Just says vintage, happy 2. If it says anything else. Nope, Bee in My Bonnet, vintage, happy 2. C9140. Can y'all see it? It's got like old patterns on it. And it's pink and red. Isn't it pretty? And we're going to cover this ironing board with this fabric. We are. But we need to add some padding to this ironing board. So I've just got some felt right here. Just some white felt. Okay? And I'm going to use about 4 thicknesses of this. So I want it to be good and padded. Okay? Good and padded. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to lay this down right like this. And we're going to measure this to where we've got enough to cover the top of this. Okay? We don't really want it to come around to the back. We really just want it to cover the top. All right? So, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get it turned to where I can see it. See what we got going on here. See, this will come up. It won't really turn back much. Now, this thing is so bowed. Can y'all see how bowed it is? It's humped in the middle. It's where I've ironed on it for so many years, y'all. I need to turn it over and iron on this side. I could if I took this off, just flip it over. But I'm not going to, because I don't think it hurts anything. So, for right now, we've kind of got this measured a little bit here. So let's just start whacking this off. I got 4 layers here, okay? Got 4 layers. And I've just got my scissors, and I'm just going to come right down through here. Oh, and I can't cut but 2 of these at a time, because this is thick. It's what we wanted. Well, I just cut 1 layer that time. Let's see if I can get the back side of it. Then we won't have as much to deal with. We can fold this up and get it out of our way. Well, I've got projects stacked up right here to do with y'all, and we're going to do them in a little bit. We're going to do another one and another one. We've got more quilt blocks to do, and I've got more and more quilt block ideas, and I've got, oh my goodness, my little brain is just going 90 miles a minute, and it's going, you can do this, and 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 oh, this would be fun, and oh, that would be really fun, and you can do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and there's just this and that, and all these ideas floating around in my head, and whew, sometimes I have to stop, take a breath, focus, and regroup. I do. Sometimes I have to do that. I know. It's one of those necessary evils, as they say. So I've got some better scissors somewhere. Those are my paper scissors, which they're okay. They used to be fabric scissors, but they're now paper scissors because purple is for paper. And those are my snips, and here they are. Here's my better scissors. I was sitting on them. I'll guard my scissors. Sitting on them. Okie doke. Now then, we need to, let's just draw around this. Let's just draw it. Let's get this back part right here drawn. Alright, now then we can see what we've got going on here, and we can cut just a little bit outside this line. Okay, just a little bit outside this line. Oh, about a ½ inch, if that. Just a little bit. And when we get this cut out, then we can cut our topping fabric. Alright, here's this. It's ready for the trash. Well, I could use some of that in something. Maybe. I've got a project that I could use some of those little pieces in. We'll hang on to that. Alright, let's turn it and go back up this side. If you have a metal ironing board, you cannot do it this way, okay? You will have to make you a drawstring around your top fabric, because this one is just basically a piece of board. I'm just going to cover it and staple it to the back, because why not? I'll never take it off and wash it. Even if I could, I wouldn't. My big ironing board is just got, I did make one for it years ago, but I've never taken it off and washed it, even though it's really nasty and needs to be washed. I've never done that. So there's this piece. Now then, we need a piece of this, and this needs to be a little bit bigger, okay, because it's got to go under. Okay, so we're going to fold this in like this, so we've got plenty to work with. Alright, and for this I'm going to take my rotary cutter. Okay, and I'm going to cut this piece right here. And I'm cutting it about 2 inches longer than alrighty. Now then, well, y'all, that didn't cut through all that. It didn't. Alright, let's come in here and whack it. I've got to take a minute here before we do another project that we need a rotary cutter for and change all the rotary cutter blades, because they're not sharp anymore. You know what I do with my clip? I don't know. I'll have to find one. I'll find it. It's probably right underneath here. No, it's not. That's okay. Alright, now this is a directional fabric. I've talked to y'all about that before. This is a one-way design, a directional fabric. And what that means is, no, it does not have a nap. So it's not going to look different colors no matter which way you turn it, okay? The colors are not going to change. But can you see all this writing? It's all one way. All the little girl heads are facing to my left to be your right if you're watching me. They're all, it's going all one direction. See that? Everything is one direction. All right. And that's what I mean when I tell you all, if you're making a quilt and if you're using a directional fabric, which I try not to because I'm really bad at keeping things straight and up the right way and so forth. I make everything willy-nilly and haphazard and just mix it all up. That's the way I do it. And if you want to use directional fabric, just make sure that you have them going all different directions so that when you put it together, it looks like they're going all different directions and they're not just one or two that's wrong, okay? So you can use it and you can turn them all different directions and you're fine. But if you have just one or two or three that are going a different direction, that's when people go, those are wrong. But if you have a whole bunch of them, they just know you meant to do it that way. So keep that in mind. Always make things look like they're supposed to be that way. Okay? And if I'm altering things or if I'm making something, I make a mistake, I'm like, okay, I've got to fix this so that it looks like this mistake was intentional. Okay? I've made mistakes along the way, and that is the sign of a creative person, is to know that you can turn around and take a mistake and make it look intentional. Okay? So that's what you need to do. So don't worry about making mistakes, because we're all going to make them. But it's how we fix them to make them look like they were supposed to be that way that sets us apart. All right? So y'all remember that. So if you make a mistake, it's not a mistake. It's a creative opportunity to come in and change things up a little bit and use your creative juices and make something else. All right? So that's my little tip for the day on that. Now then, let me jump over here. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn y'all off. I got to dig out the stapler and the staples, and I'll be right back, and we'll get this little project finished up. Okie doke, I got the stapler. It's here. My nose is itching. All this fabric dust gets up my nose, y'all. My nose itches all the time. And this is our fabric right here, and it is 44 inches wide, and I only need half of this piece. So I've got it folded, and this is the fold line right along here. Okay, right along here's our fold line. Turn it all down just a little bit. Okay, right here's our fold line. So I'm going to come in here with the rotary cutter, get it on here straight, and I'm going to nick off just the tiniest little bit of this. And throw that away. And then we're just going to use this one piece, okay, 1/2 of this. And then this one I will fold back up and put back on my little mini bolt, okay? So I'll lay that one right there to put back on that bolt in a minute. Actually, let's do this because we're going to cut off our selvage. You know, I've started saving these. So we're going to keep saving our pretty selvages. And so y'all, this reminds me of a strawberry. All of a sudden I just saw that and it reminded me of strawberries. So okie doke, here we go. Let's cut this off. And this can go over in our selvage bin. Lay that right there. Now then, we're about ready to put this little baby together. So, first off, we need to lay this down flat. Wrong side down, okay? Pretty side to the down. Now then, we're going to lay all 4 of our, you can use batting for this, but y'all, I'm going to have to order batting because I went by Joann's yesterday, and everybody knows Joann's is closing. And if you don't, then you've probably never been in a Joann's, and it's probably not going to affect you. But I thought, well, stuff's not been marked way down yet, so they've probably still got some. No, they did not. No quilt batting. So, hence I'm like, well, I can use felt. It's not a huge deal. But I needed quilt batting for something else that we're going to do, so I had to order some from Amazon. So I've got a big Amazon order coming. I'll show it all to you when it gets here. Yay, I will. So I don't know how many things I ordered. I just kept hitting order. They'll be here Thursday. We'll do a video on it. All right, now then, this is what we're going to do right here. We're going to lay this down right here, just like this. See that? Right there on the top. Easy peasy. Pull this in, staple it. Pull this side in. And you're wanting to pull that pretty tight, y'all, okay? Staple. And staple. This is all there is to this. But like I said, if you have a metal ironing board, you will have to sew around this, make you a casing, sew around it, run your string through it, bring it up tight. That's easy enough. Right? I think so. In my corners, I just do like I'm wrapping a gift. Just like I'm wrapping a gift at Christmas. Pull them in. And up. And staple it. We'll come back and trim this off after a while. I love my electric stapler. This one came from Lowe's many years ago. It's an Arrow brand. They probably have a, is it Stanley? Husky? Craftsman. They probably all make them. I've always had one of those others, and y'all, I never could squeeze it hard enough to get him to stay. I just never had enough strength in my hands. But I do love this one. You can cover footstools. You can cover all kinds of things with this. Some of these are not even going down even good. I'll have to take the hammer and whack it just a little bit. But, you know, that's doable. That is doable. All right, now I'm going to pull this in right here across the top and pull it around each. Just keep pulling till I get it around here. Because it's a curve. This is the way you do your curves. Okay, now then, we're about done. Look at that. Isn't that just the cutest? I love it. So much prettier than that old ugly dirty blue, isn't it? We'll have so much fun ironing on this now. Let's come back up here to the middle and just start pulling it in. Y'all, we've got to trim it though too. Like I said, we've got to get it trimmed. Alright, now then, see, we got all this to trim up. So where's our scissors? Right here they are. Y'all, this is the way I do it. I just come in here and start trimming. It doesn't have to be pretty. No, it does not have to be pretty on the back side. If you want it to be pretty and you want to press it and turn it all under and all that stuff, then I want you to do that. But it's not necessary for me. I'm fine with this right here, just like this. Now then, y'all, that didn't take us any time at all. And we have a nice new ironing board. Isn't that cute? You all can take just a piece of wood. If you don't want this curved part, which, you know, I generally don't use that on this board, just take you a piece of plywood. Have your mister cut you a little piece of plywood to fit whatever size you want it. Do it right like this. You got your perfect little ironing space. And when this gets all dirty and yucky, I'm sure I'll have found another fabric that I can come back in and cover it again. Or maybe I've got some of this left. Who knows? It will probably be many years before this gets done again. Okay? And y'all, I ordered is something. I'm going to keep it a secret till Thursday when it comes, but I'm really excited about it. And I hope it's what I think it is. And I'm real excited, y'all. So, y'all know we've got something exciting coming on Thursday. But here's our ironing board. Isn't it cute? I just think it's precious. I love it. I love it. Well, that's going to be all for this one. We're going to do some more sewing things. Should I put them all together? Yeah, let's do. So we're going to be back in a little bit because we've got a couple more sewing projects we're going to do to decorate our sewing room, okay? So I'll be back in a little bit when I get them all together. And I changed my shirt. I'm getting hot up here in this sweatshirt. I'm going downstairs and getting me a short sleeve shirt because y'all don't want me to melt into a puddle, and I'm about to melt into a puddle. So I'll see y'all back here in just a little bit. Alright, so our next projects that we were going to do with our ironing board, we can't do because I don't have enough batting. I've been sitting here figuring. So I'm going to close out this video and we're going to do another one. So that's going to be all for this one. You all hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's just to subscribe and my videos will automatically pop up for you to watch. So you don't have to search me down. Helps me out, helps you out. Everybody's happy about it. So go ahead and hit that button. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.